Hello everyone, Cliff Duvernois here. This is the Path to 1 Million. This is episode 49. So I have been reading this book called Build Your Dream Network. And I wanted to read to you a passage in here that I wrote that really struck me. And she writes, passion, talent, and hard work are not the only ingredients for success. Whether it is changing careers or changing the world, an idea without a network will probably never become a reality. And she goes on to write, expertise and a goal are just a starting point. Networks are crucial because gaining access changes your outcome. So it kind of reminded me when I started reading this book, and granted I'm only 50 pages into it, but it got me thinking about how really with all of our technology that we have out there, our ability to click, instant gratification, really the best things in life as far as building a business or changing careers, whatever that might be, actually boils down to keeping things actually simple. And that means actually building out your network and having a network of people who believe as you believe and who can help you, and at the same point in time you can help them. Old-fashioned networking, right? Just getting completely back to basics. It reminded me of Legos, for instance. When I was a kid, I loved getting Legos. That was like my favorite Christmas present of all time because I could open up this box and I could build anything that I wanted to build. If I wanted to build a boat, if I wanted to build an airplane, if I wanted to build a car, whatever that might be, all it needed was a little bit of time on my part and I would build Legos, or build them out of Legos, excuse me. And I remember there was one particular day where, my mom came into my room absolutely pissed to high heaven because I was smashing my Legos against the wall. I was actually building an aircraft out of Legos, and then I would hurl it at the wall to see if it broke. And if it did break, I would try to redesign the aircraft so that it would not break when it hit the wall, right? Using my imagination to try to build a better product. And with Legos back in the 90s, and I remember this specifically, they were coming out with all kinds of complicated toys. Like the more complicated that they could make, the better, because they felt like they needed to do something with their brand, right, in order to expand what it is, the products that they're offering, et cetera, et cetera. And they were coming out with big complicated things like you can build this battleship, or you can build this X-Wing fighter, or you can build this and this. And they were coming out with all of these kits. And what happened was the exact opposite of what they anticipated. People weren't buying their toys anymore because for a lot of people's standpoint, if I want to have an X-Wing fighter, I could go out and just buy an X-Wing fighter. So anyways, they decided to just go back to basics. Let's go back to what was simple, what has worked for us before. And in this particular case, it was about focusing on children's imagination and what it is that got them into that position to begin with. And Legos completely turned around when they started focusing on, let's just put Legos out there and let kids' imagination feed them. And let's show them what they could build, but not put together all these kits. And so, for instance, when it came time for me to work on building my LinkedIn project, one of the things that I realized just from my experience alone is I have people all the time inside of LinkedIn that are hitting me up with messages wanting to do business with me. They say, hey, Cliff, I'm a lead generation expert, and I would love to talk to you on the phone next week to learn more about your business. And I think to myself, man, if this person actually took like 2 or 3 minutes to, number one, read my profile, they would see that I offer a product that teaches this. So I really don't need their services. But second off, they can just read my LinkedIn company page to see what it is that I do. They already know. There wasn't any real attempt to get to know me as a person as part of this process. And I think with the push button age, like I said, in the world of instant gratification, people just want to push a button and just make a sale happen. And every time that it does that has never worked out for me. I shared a story a couple of weeks ago with a client of mine who wanted to skip the entire LinkedIn process and just only send out emails to people. We sent out roughly, in the first email batch, we sent out roughly 4,600 emails. We got one response, and that one response was no. Every other attempt to send out emails didn't get us any responses, or the email server blocked them. In the meantime, I keep working the LinkedIn project because that's what I know will work for them, and they're getting responses from it. And so when the board was taking a look at it a few days ago, and they were like, well, we don't understand why the email campaigns aren't working, but this other thing is, it's like, yes, because we're using LinkedIn to build relationships with these people first. before we're reaching out to them. You know, the network strategies that I outline in my second product, the profile strategies. You can still build networks out there. It's still the most effective way. Again, I talk about the fact that if people know you, like you, trust you, they will do business with you. That is part of networking. That is part of being a part of a community where you learn what people are and how you can be of service to them. And at the same point in time, they reciprocate and be of service to you. That is a network. That is a group of people working together towards a common goal or a common cause. And it is still the backbone. It is still the foundation of any successful endeavor that is out there, whether you want to change careers, whether you want to build a new business, whether you want to launch a business. Your network is going to be one of the defining factors that's going to determine your success or not, by helping you build those critical relationships to either land new clients or to bring new partners on board or to get the right resources involved to make your idea, to make your new career successful. Anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you guys have all recovered from the 4th of July. It was absolutely a fun time here in Long Beach. Too bad I missed the fireworks because I fell asleep last night. Oops, sorry, that's all me. Anyways, I just want to wish you guys a wonderful day, and I will be back again tomorrow with another episode. I will see you then.